How much? How long does that? Can you?
Actually, it'll take for like 2 hours, but maybe an 8-minute video will probably be sufficient. So whenever you're ready, just as if you're talking to his sons. Okay.
Well, me and Eddie used to hang out a lot when we were younger. We pretty much were born around the same time, and lived down there with in the bayou with everybody, like Uncle Gary and Kelly, Tanya, Keisha. We all kind of grew up together with my brothers, Mike, Randy, and Joey down there in Florida. And me and Eddie used to hang out quite a bit since we were about the same age. We used to get in a lot of trouble together. We used to run together pretty much every day until about 4th grade is when we moved up. When my family moved up to PA. But some of the things that me and Eddie used to do was we used to race motorcycles all the time. He had the same motorcycle I did, a JR50, 1 gear, Suzuki. Yellow and black. Nice. We thought we were, evil people on those things. Used to get in a lot of trouble. A couple times, had a couple run-ins with Grandpa, just because he was always concerned about our safety, and we used to. They were dirt bikes, so we used to get a little, we used to jump stuff and have a lot of fun on those things. But pretty much during the summertime is when we get in our most trouble. We pretty much stay. I lived on a dead-end street, and Eddie lived about a half a mile down the road, so he'd drive down on his motorcycle down to pick me up, and then I'd jump on mine and we'd take off and drive all over the bayou on those things. And I remember one time there's these big drainage ditches by, I guess Teddy Eddie lives there now?
Yeah.
Where Grandma and Grandpa used to live? Yep. Well, there's these big drainage ditches there where when it rains real bad in Florida, well, you guys live there, so you probably know. It's like the monsoon season, and they had to dig out these large drainage ditches, and where the driveway there, they had to put a tube underneath there so you could put a driveway through. Well, these drainage ditches are about 3 to 4 feet deep, and when we were kids, like 5, 7, 8 years old, those drainage ditches were great places to set up a jump at. So we set up a jump one time, and we would go as fast as we could and hit the side of the driveway and catch about what we thought was about 30 feet of air, but it was probably about 2, 3 feet. But we jump and we try to see how far we can land. I mean, this was pretty dangerous. I mean, we had helmets and stuff, but me and Eddie, we were kind of daredevils on our 1 gear JR50 Suzuki dirt bikes. So I remember Eddie went, and I was kind of leery about it, but Eddie was a little bit better on a dirt bike than I was at the time. And so he took the jump first, and I was like, all right, since Eddie did it, I got to do it. So Eddie's sitting up on the driveway, and here I come, going as fast as my little thing would go. And I hit the jump, and at the same time I hit the jump, here comes Grandpa out of the house, yelling and screaming. He's thinking that he's getting ready to watch one of us, crash and burn. So I jump up, I hit the jump, going as fast as that thing would go. And as I'm in the air, I could have swore I went over Grandpa's head. And Eddie at the whole time was going like this because he'd seen Grandpa coming, but I didn't see him give me the don't jump sign. So I hit the jump, and when I landed, I don't know how Grandpa moved this fast, but I mean, as soon as I landed, he snatched me up and started, giving me a good lecture with the back of his hand, telling me how I could have got hurt. But that was one time we got in trouble doing that stuff. There was another time where me and Eddie used to, there'd be nothing wrong with our little motorcycles, but we'd always want to take them apart and try to fix them. So me and Eddie one day, we sat down there and it was over the house.